Cedric Speaks, the legally blind entrepreneur. Man, this energy could be a lot at times. Like holding on to it, just going, throughout your days, day to day, holding on to this energy. It's times where it could be a little bit overwhelming, like for real, and man, it's okay if you have moments of weakness on this journey, like, it's perfectly fine. Because the body is undefeated. Like our biology is undefeated. And really with us practicing SR, semen retention, we're going against our biology. Like, or I'm not gonna say we're going against it, but I guess you could say that. Like, we're in a fight with the body because the body want to release. The body wants to release, but we're abstaining from that. So we have these urges and it'd be like, it literally be feeling like you fighting for real. So it's like, don't be too hard on yourself, when you do have moments of weakness. I just had one, right? I had a friend pull up. Like she's a friend. She's my friend. We've been intimate before, and she pulled up like an hour ago, brought me some donuts, dropped me off a package that I had, and when I tell you I wanted to take her down, like I wanted to take her down, like for real. As y'all know, I'm fresh off of a release, but I only released one time because one of my goals was to practice SR without binging after a release. So I'm fresh off of that, but man, like I wanted to take her down. And she had her friend with her. And at first I thought her friend was blocking, but her friend was like trying to champion it on. So luckily, she showed some type of restraint. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like it was her. Like she showed the restraint. Because me, I was like, shit, let me get a couple strokes. I won't bust. You know what I'm saying? This is retention. We can do that. We can have S3X without busting. Like I've done that before. I've done that with her before. So I'm like, let me get a couple strokes. She like, nah, you said you going at least 100 days before, I'm like, you're right, I did say that. I did say that. And what I said kind of was like, after like 100 days, you know, I'll entertain the idea of having S3X without releasing. You know, I'm not really trying to do it at all for at least 100 days. And then after that, then I'll probably start trying to, if I do something with a female, I just won't release. So that's one thing that I'm working on is whenever I do end up being intimate with a woman, like penetration, like I don't release. But like I'm not in a relationship right now, so I don't need to be intimate with the woman. I don't plan on being intimate with a woman for the next 100 days or whatever day I'm at right now since May 20th. Like I don't plan on being intimate. When I say intimate, well, the intimacy I'm talking about is actually like taking it all the way, actually having S3X. Like cuddling, you know, a kiss here and there, all that, that's cool. But actually having S3X, oral, whatever, like I don't plan on doing none of that. As a single man, I'm not trying to do none of that, even think about none of that until I'm at my baseline, which is 100 days. And then after that, it's not even to say I'm gonna just be doing that all the time as far as just smashing. But let's say if today I was at that point of like, okay, I was past 100 days and I wanted to do it, I would probably took her down and just didn't release. Like, to be real with y'all. And man, that don't even be in my plan. Like, even when she pulled up, she was pulling up, I'm like, all right, I'm not trying to, you know. But it's just like when you get around them, bruh, when you on full, when you charged up, you know, when you charged up, man, when you get around them, it's just like that energy go crazy. And I'm charged up, you know, that one release ain't do nothing, like, for me, really, like, you know, it's like I'm already damn near full again. Cause I retained for 100 days, one release after 100 days, I'm not on empty, like, I'm full. And as we all know, one of the hardest times to practice SR is after a release. It just seems like that's when your body is just in full procreation mode. Like, let's get it in. Let's get it in. So I don't even blame myself for feeling this way. Like, you know, I just feel the energy just throughout my body, like, bro. And this is new to me because most of the time, I would have just released again by now. Like, I would have released to some corn or, yeah, you know, most of the time, I would have released again. So this is new for me. This is like a new thing as far as, oh, shit, I retained for, my bad, excuse my language, but I retained for 100 days and then I don't binge. I just get right back on SR for another 100 days. Never did this a day in my life. So this is new for me. So yeah, body just flowing with testosterone. So, you know, it's perfectly normal to, if you have some moments of like, you know, some moments of weakness when it comes to the SR journey. Like, I'm not saying like it don't make you weak as a man. It's just, you know, to the urges, like, damn, like, man. And that's where them breaths come in, like I was talking about in the past video. Boy, so. But it's good to have women around that's gonna hold you, you know, that's gonna show restraint themselves and hold you accountable and respect what you're doing or you're trying to do, and they hear you say something, and then when you do have that moment of weakness, it's like they like, nah. You said you was gonna do this, so I'm holding you to that standard. I'm holding you accountable. And it's not like she wasn't having moments of weakness her damn self. She was like, she telling me I could, she telling me I could do all that. She telling me I could do all that. So it's not like she ain't having little weak moments of weakness herself. But at the end of the day, it's like, she was just like, nah, nah. And it's like, cause I don't know, man. Like, I ain't saying all females just got more restraint. Like, I don't know, than every man, but it just seemed like females. It seems like that. It seems like females got like way more restraint power than men, because yeah, we have like females that we consider like bops out here, but if females didn't have restraint as a whole, man, they would be just letting any and every dude just smash. Like, because think about it, like most dudes is gonna smash any and every baddie that just pull up, because we don't got, a whole lot of restraint, unless we like consciously trying to show that. But females, it's like they got more restraint. It just seemed like they got a lot more restraint to be like, man, I know I could do that right now. I know I could hit him, but not hit him, but I know I could let him hit, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. And they've, when it's no, it's no. But like I said, it ain't even that they don't want to do it. It's just that, shit, they can restrain. So, but yeah, I thanked her for that. I said, I appreciate you for, restraining, because you know exactly what I'm trying to do. You know how tough this practice is. I think I told her before. I did tell her before. I said, hey, if I have any like moments of weakness where I'm trying to, like, shit, if you can really say no, say no, you know what I mean? Like, say no. But I'm working on it, man. Like, I'm working on it. I'm working around, man, just being around women, that I know, well, that I'm intimate with, without doing that, That's something I'm still working on. Like, that's something I'm working on on my journey. Because for the most part, like, I'm not around women like intimately every day. Like, I'm not around women that I'm intimate with like all the time. Like, I'm really not. Like, when I'm with them, but I'm not around them all the time. Like, I'm around women every day, because there's women at my office, but women that I'm intimate with, that it's like, I already know for a fact right now, I can bust you down right now. Like, we already know what it is. I'm working on, just being around them, and just, even when you start to feel that energy charging up, even when you start to feel it, man, you gotta fight it. And you gotta fight it. Because that's the only way, that's the only way you're gonna be able to go on these retention streaks without having to cancel out women completely, which I'm not trying to do. Like, I'm not trying to cancel out women completely. So I think it's good to just, like I said, keep females around that, will hold you accountable, as far as like the ones you just chilling with on this journey. And most importantly, hold yourself accountable. And on this journey, this semen retention journey, it's important to have a bend but don't fold mentality, right? I'm not saying bend on purpose, but whenever there's a time that you do, just don't break. And if you can, escape the moment and live to fight another day. Which is what I did today with her help. And just keep working on yourself, because I don't know if there'll ever be a time where I don't have moments of weakness on this journey. But I do know that regardless, I'm dedicated and committed to it. And on this channel, man, I just want to be as open, honest, and transparent with you guys about the ups, the downs, good times, bad times, the victories and the struggles that I go through, because I don't ever just want you guys to think that I'm just going through this journey easily, when I'm not at that point. If I was at that point, then okay, but I'm not at that point to where I don't have moments of weakness. I had moments of weakness on my last streak. I had moments of weakness on this one. And all you can do is learn from them. All you can do is learn from them. And yeah, next time you in a situation, just make your adjustments. And just keep retaining. Like at the beginning, I couldn't see the day where I wasn't craving corn, or I wasn't craving self-pleasure, right? There was a time where I was so deep in that hole where I didn't see it, but I kept going through the fire. I kept going through the moments of weakness. I kept going through the relapses and releases, trying different techniques, learning from the last time, learning my weaknesses, my triggers, learning, how much control do I have, over this, and eventually I just got to the point of where now I don't bend when it comes to corn and self-pleasure. I just don't. So whatever it is that you're struggling with on this journey, just keep working, keep developing. Keep developing. That's what this is about, personal development. And you'll become the person that you want to be. Although you'll never be perfect, right? You'll never be perfect. but you'll definitely be sharp and on your P's and Q's on this semen retention practice. But yeah, moments of weakness, they're part of the journey. You know, if there was no bumps in the road, then the ride would be smooth. But if the journey was just supposed to be a smooth ride, then what would you learn from that? You know, how would you get stronger if there's no tension? Right? So, to those of you, especially the ones who are just starting this journey, who may be coming off of years and years and years and years of doing the other stuff, just just keep going, man. Just keep going. Because the obstacles are coming, and it's up to you to overcome them.